It's the malodorous residue of the corporeal form of the formerly diabolical, villainous, fiendish, malevolent, and just plain annoying Shroudy von Kiefer. This looks like something I might be able to use, eventually. I better take this knife. I think I might need it. I don't think I'll need the cup, but the straw might be useful. It looks like a picture of the Baron von Kiefer. The woman standing next to him must be the Baroness. She has a very strange look on her face.
I think the artist was trying to capture a subtle, I'm going to murder this poor bastard as soon as I get a chance sort of feeling.
I'd say he succeeded. It appears to be a large mixing bowl.
What's it used for?
Generally, you use it for combining different types of food items. Then you cook or eat the mixed results.
Sounds too complicated. Humans should really learn how to eat raw bugs, grubs, and maggots like us bats. Way healthier and a lot less work.
Frederick, the human idea behind eating food is to fill the stomach, not empty it repeatedly after each meal.
Really? You guys are so weird.
I'm afraid if I pick that up, I might contract some sort of terribly fatal disease.
A disease that kills you, gives you anemia, and then causes your skin to be so sensitive you can't stand to be exposed to sunlight and makes you want to drink salty-tasting Merlot? A disease like that?
Yes, exactly, Frederick. One cannot be too careful. I might need this. Let's see if this thing's working.
Oh my God! It smells like a toddler had an accident, then wrapped it in moldy Limburger cheese and stuffed it in the armpit of a corpse that's been rotting in the sun all day.
Frederick, look, it's a cat. He went back into hiding. Apparently he agrees with your assessment of the food.
Yeah, I guess it just doesn't want to spend the next 72 hours in the bathroom.
It says, hex this mess.
Lame. I can come up with way better ones, like access my largesse, or obsess on my sundress, or suppress this press, or impress the T-Rex, or
stifle this trifle. I like that one a lot.
that doesn't rhyme with mess. Lame.
I might need this. Let's try this food. Cedric! He likes it! Bonsoir! Who are you?
I whack it. A better question would be, who was I? I used to be the Baroness von Kiefer's familiar.
What's a familiar?
A familiar is kind of a special guardian that witches use. I used to serve the Baroness in various ways. Protect her special items while she was away. You know, that kind of thing. Back in the day, I even had some limited magical powers of my own.
What happened?
Well, I guess I wasn't as powerful as the Baroness was hoping, so my job was outsourced to a homunculus.
What do you do around here?
Mostly hunt rats. I used to do it just for sport, but I have to admit Shoddy hardly ever feeds me, and the rats are downright tasty.
Do you always eat the rats you catch?
Eventually. Although sometimes I just smack them around for a few hours and maybe scratch them a couple of times. Then I pretend to lose interest. At some point, they figure they're actually going to escape and make a run for it. At the last second, I pounce on them. If I time it just right, I can feel the wave of crushing despair wash over them. It's really a lot of fun.
Damn, that's harsh.
No, it's harsh when I do it to them a second time. You know, just before I bite their little heads off and nibble on their tiny feet.
You mentioned you used to guard various items. What type of things specifically?
Mostly I watched over 2 very special books in the library. To say more would be indiscreet.
That is all I need to know. No, I can't hurt this poor creature. In fact, I think maybe I'll help her. That collar looks a little too tight.
Glad you reconsidered, for your own sake. You know what they say, never bring a knife to a gunfight.
Look out, Mona. Sounds like this kitty might be packing heat.
It's a garbage chute.
The garbage chute was a really wonderful idea. What an incredible smell you've discovered. Let's get out of here.
No, wait!
Wait for what? This thing smells.
I'm not sure. I had to say no wait for some reason. I'm better now. It's past. I would, but there seems to be some green tentacles moving around down in there. I'm worried they might drag me in.
Just be glad they aren't purple.
Why is that?
Purple ones are toxic and seem to constantly try to take over the world. They make better presidents than creatures in castle garbage disposals.
Kind of scary down there, but I still want to take a closer look.
Wow! Who thought those pipes went up to the kitchen? That could have saved us a lot of time.
Don't get me started.
Aha! I see you back.
I have the collar for you right here.
You fulfilled your end of the bargain. And for that, I'll tell you the names of the 2 books you need to pull out and put back in on the shelf in the library. They are How to Build a Better Body in Just 30 Days by Dr. Rigor Mortis, and the other is Sharpening Young Fangs, Parent's Guide to Raising the Perfect Vampire by Dr. Max Schreck. You got it? Find those books, and you'll find your way into the Baroness's laboratory. Good luck, Dollface.
Thanks. I'll go try them. Oh, and by the way, before we whacked the whacket, she said she was going to haunt you and your associates for the rest of your lives, and said none of you would escape her spirit's vengeance. Just thought I'd pass that on.
Haunt a pack of rats? Yeah, right. Give me a break, lady. And by the way, how did she know it was us who sent you?
Sorry, fellas. I let it slip. You see, I had a friend who was haunted by a cat she ran over on her bike. She never slept soundly again. She kept hearing the low, mournful cries of that poor, flattened kitty cat calling to her. I'm going to get you, meow. I'm going to get you, meow. Well, you fellas have a good night, and thanks for the information. The craftsmanship of these windows is exquisite. It looks like two snakes intertwined and two purple tentacles.
I hate purple tentacles. I prefer the green ones. Much nicer.
This looks like one of Shouty's old coloring books. It has a picture of a newt in it. Glad to see he was at least a normal child.
Except he did this as an adult. This is fresh crayon, and that's a new box.
Oh dear. This will be useful. I'll take it. It's the Baroness's desk. Looks like there's some kind of journal sitting on it.
Ooh, her journal. Let's read it. Maybe we'll find out which boys she likes and what she thinks of her parents.
I don't think it's that kind of journal, Frederick.
It just says, visit Von Kiefer, and then there's a period and the word come. It's very interesting.
That makes no sense. Look, Frederick, a notepad.
Excellent observation, my dear Watson. Let's investigate this notepad further.
How come I'm Watson? You're more like Watson than I am.
Well, you certainly know Sherlock.
I can see the imprint from the Baroness's pen.
Read it.
Why don't you, Sherlock?
I can't read it. It's not my fault bats haven't evolved the ability to read impressions on paper yet.
Well, I can't read it either. The writing is too faint. I read about this neat trick of using a pencil to read word impressions in a book once.
You read?
All right. My friend read the book, okay?
You have friends who read?
Okay. So my friend's brother read the book that had this neat trick in it and told me about it. There. Happy? Let's see if this will work.
Your friend's brother's author is a genius.
Aha! Look, Frederick, a clue.
Brilliant. What's it say?
It's a list of book titles. A Teen Camper's Guide to Crystal Lake. Drexylvania on 2 pints a day. The Dark Knight Returns. And Sharpening Your Fangs, A Parent's Guide to Raising the Perfect Vampire. What does all this mean?
Great job, Sherlock. Apparently we found the clue, but what it's a clue for is a mystery.
I thought you were Sherlock. It's a shelf full of weird rectangles.
They're called books.
Boring. A Teen Camper's Guide to Crystal Lake Basin. Draxylvania on just 2 pints a day, a traveler's guide. The Dark Knight returns. Sharpening Your Fangs, A Parent's Guide to Raising the Perfect Vampire by Dr. Max Schreck. I'm done with these books for now. Books didn't work! Those dirty rats! We found the titles of the secret library books. Can you tell us more about them?
I'm just too tired. Those rats from the crypt keep sneaking in while I sleep. I never wake up in time to catch them.
That is all I need to know. Hello?
Hey, hello there yourself, Dollface. How you doing today?
We were thinking we might leave some food out for you. What time were you thinking you were going to go up and raid the kitchen?
Why are you so curious about what time we're going to be in the kitchen?
No reason. We just thought we could leave some food out for you, but I didn't want to do it too early. Otherwise, the cockroaches would get it.
Right. We saw some big old nasty ones up there.
Well, I think my men will be raiding the kitchen around 3 a.m. So if you want to leave a little extra food out for us, feel free.
Thanks. We'll see you rats later.
You bet your sweet tush you will. Believe you me.
Au revoir. Hello again. Hey, we found out what times the rats are going to raid the kitchen. It's 3 a.m.
Wonderful. I can sleep till then. In return, I'll tell you that you simply need to switch the placement of the 2 library books.
Happy hunting!
That is all I need to know. They are very large, very sharp axes.
Oh! Maybe we should use it to cut Shroudy into pieces.
I don't think that'll work. Shroudy's nothing more than a swirling pile of black mist.
Well, maybe we should grab it and wave it really fast in front of him so that he blows away. Well, I don't hear you making any suggestions.
It's a suit of armor that seems to be made of... Is that cardboard?
Yeah, that's right. Edgar told me that the old witch was running low on money, so she started selling stuff from the castle and replacing it with cardboard duplicates.
What did she spend the money on?
The torture chamber.
Hello? Is anybody in there?
Holy maggot poppers on weed. Get a load of this place.
Yes, I would have to agree. It does look rather impressive.
Maybe she's got the recipe for a ghost repellent around here somewhere. If not ghost, maybe just some jerk repellent.
I surely hope so, Frederick. One thing's for sure. We're not going to find much of anything just sitting around here gabbing.
You're right, Mona. Let's trash the place.
Search the place, Frederick. Let's search the place.
Oh, man. I never get to cause wanton destruction.
Ah, the night is still young, Frederick. The night is still young. It's a pool of the same liquid that's pouring out of the demon carving's nose.
Whatever that stuff is, it must be pretty hot. It's definitely radiating a lot of heat.
It looks like some kind of locking mechanism.
Let's take a closer look. Did it, Mona?
What did I do?
For one thing, you stopped the worst case of post-nasal drip in recorded history.
It looks like there was something hidden in the river of snot.
Why do I suddenly have the feeling that our adventure just became a bit more adventurous? It must be the special book that Iron Maiden Bob told us about. What did she call it?
The Book of Shrouds. I bet there's something in that book that can help us.
With a name like that, it's gotta be cool. I can't wait to look inside. Wow, what a crazy looking book. It looks like there are a bunch of books within the book.
interesting. They are all locked. I'll try this one. It looks like the recipe for a spell. It says, "Beware ye who trieth the spell of Gollum creation, a spell to give magical life to things that have never lived, made up of ye earths, carved by man, and in full man shape. For truly dark magic will thee loose upon the earth, and that is a good thing. I just wanted to warn ye, so ye wouldn't complain later. But if ye be foolish enough to continue, then know that you must find 4 ingredients and mix them into a pure crystal vial. Then spray ye man-like object, and enjoy. Ye Gollum will then follow all ye commands, even the ones she doesn't like. First, find ye the devil's own plant, deadly nightshade. Then, pluck the flower from that plant and put it in the crystal vial. Next, no spell be complete without ye eye of newt. Don't asketh me why, but ye magic seemeth to be concentrated in the eyes of newt. Next, the spell needeth the horrid stench of a gargoyle's breath. Since they be living rock, thine energy be required. And lasteth, ye needeth be powdered bones of a murdered virgin, fresh ground and pure virgin. No bones of woman who gotteth drunk and don't remembereth what happened after prom. That does not counteth. Ye know what I'm talking about, so no messing around, pure virgin. To recap, get a belladonna flower, gargoyle breath, bone powder from a virgin, and the eye of a newt. Mix them in a crystal vial and spray onto man-shaped statue of earth or stone.
Okay, fine. Crystal vial, gargoyle breath, I think I know where we can get some of that. The rest is tricky. Newts are tough to find in the winter. I know, I've tried. And I know where to get some bones. Stinky ones, but bones nonetheless. I have no idea if they're virgins or not, but we obviously can't use one of your bones.
Hey! Hey!
I mean, you need all of yours, is what I meant. Anyway, I think we have our work cut out for us if we want to use this spell.